G'day all, Paz here. This video is the end of my Geograph Bay series, and of course, I'm after squids. This video is actually one of the longest uploads I've ever done, but stick around, because it ends with one of the most memorable catches in my channel's history. Cheers. Something has taken this. Something. Whoa. Oh, look at that. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. G'day all, Paz here. Welcome back to the Geograph Bay series. This time, I take a break from taking a break and head out for some squid. One problem though, I've only brought one kayak, our new tandem. With the boys preferring their sleep-ins, I have no option but to squid solo. Can I clean up on a kayak built for two? One thing I will say is I got the surprise of my life. Stick around to check it out. Perched on the middle of the kayak, I sat out early on a flat January morning. The bus, our old tandem, has been replaced by this wider, safer version. It's a Kayaks to Fish Merlin 12, named the Soldier by the kids. It's a standard tandem that isn't overly complex, but it's wide, stable, and does the job. At least, it does with two people. As I always do in unfamiliar areas, I canvassed a bit by casting and trolling. After a while, a squid came calling, but of course I missed the film. Still, it was good to get on the board. No proper esky today, just a dry bag. We'll cast around this area for a bit longer, see if there are any more takers. Yeah, casting's not really getting too much. I've just got such a wide area to cover. If they're not in the area, casting isn't going to really do much. I'll switch to trolling. Problem is this kayak's not really suited for trolling. Well, first of all, it's a tandem and I'm on it by myself. Doesn't matter how big my ass is, I ain't going anywhere quick. Plus, it's a bit awkward getting the rods out of the rod holders and everything like that. So trolling for me is not ideal, but at the moment, it seems to be the only way to get any squid. Nah, casting isn't working, so let's switch to the troll. We are over a huge amount of weed, so I'm not trolling overly fast, just enough to keep the kayak moving forward. Every now and then I might just slow down a little bit, alter my speed, but we'll see how we go. We're on. Doesn't feel big, but trolling comes through again. Let's be careful, I don't want to lose my paddles. Try and keep tension on the line. Let's see what we got. Oh, a candle hooked again. Two candles though. I think we can risk some underwater footage. It's not an overly big one. You're gonna shoot me in the face, aren't you? Yep. Called it. Okay. Let's go to the net. Check out my water. You know what they say, 1 squid means the session's not a failure. 2 squid means the session is a success. I don't know who says it. Copyright Paz 2025. Well, that's 2 on the troll. After 2 squid, I think I might have a cast around for a tiny bit, because if there was 1 squid in the area, there's likely to be more. Still, Geograph Bay is a massive area, especially these big beaches. They get shallow, they're shallow for a very, very long time. A lot of weed banks. Makes sense they be spread out. That being said, they sometimes travel in pairs or groups, so you never know. We'll see if we can dredge one up. By the way, let me know if you like these kind of half voiceover, half commentary videos. I've been experimenting with speaking off script just to see what we end up with. I'm kind of liking the results at the moment, but I do feel like a bit of a berk just sitting here in the middle of the ocean speaking to a camera. But hey, let me know in the comments what you prefer, and obviously I'll try and accommodate as best I can.
Squid number 3's take was subtle. That, or I'm just rotten at paying attention.
Didn't even notice that one. Oh no, easy off, easy off, easy off. Nope. He's on. Not big though.
No need for the net this time. This squid was small enough to point away from the kayak without incident. This little fella also serves to highlight just how aggressive squid can be. It's attacked a jig that's almost the same size as the squid itself. Not ideal though, considering how big squid in this area can get. Despite having 3 in the bag, I was slightly disappointed as I turned the kayak for the beach. However, it seemed the morning had one more surprise in store for me.
Let's peel in line here. Feels bigger. Not a monster though. Oh, hang on. Really? Been at 500 meters or so, and I catch it a couple of 100 meters from the shore. It's got a bit more pull than the others I've caught so far. He's not happy either. This. Keep the tension on. Oh, he's cooked in the middle. Oh yeah. Decent specimen. Let's take a look at him. He is a big squid. And he's bleeding ink. Look at that. Have I punctured his ink sac or something? Or is he just really not happy with how I'm going? Alright, not mucking around.
It's a net job. Yes. Oh, that's got a bit of weight to him. That's the one we're after. Oh, I can feel him getting ready to ink us. There you go. Look at the size of this fella. I'm not very happy.
It's safe to say I was a lot happier heading back to shore.
Isn't it amazing how one squid can change the course of a session? I did say earlier that catching one squid means the session wasn't a failure. This one makes it a roaring bloody success. In the bag with you. I'm happy now. I can almost bring in my rod. I'm not going to though. Troll all the way to the shore, or at least until the jet skis start seeing us. Boy, what a morning. Or kayak. It's actually pretty quick in a straight line. Zips along. Turns like a city bus, but as long as I'm going straight.
The squid I caught went towards both dinner and bait for my next beat session with the boys. Of course, I wasn't going to stay off the yak for long. My next session came a few days later, when conditions were good for launch. This time, knowing what happened last time, I had a game plan.
Well, here I am again, back for round two. It's been a few days since my last session. The plan today is just to troll. Not going to waste time with casting, seeing as it didn't seem to work last time. I've got two rods, each with the same wide jig, because it seems to be all I'm catching anything on. The second rod's just there as a backup, really. I'll chuck it in the water if I have another one on to see if I can get a follower. But nah, it's all just going to be about trolling today, and going to make sure I start pretty soon. So it's just gone 5:15. I'll probably troll around till about 6:30 and then head on in. Just a short one today. If I catch something, great. If not, so be it. It's been a bit of an experience squidding from the tandem kayak. It's big and roomy, which is great, and it can move along at a pretty decent speed, but turning ain't great. It's obviously not meant for squid fishing. The fact is, if I had the Hobie, I'd be able to move and troll and work the jig at the same time. I can't do that here, which means my hookup rate's probably decreased a fair bit. Still, 1 or 2 is all I really need per session. Managed 4 in the last one, which was beyond expectations, but it's all part of the fun, really. Like I said, I'll head out for a little bit longer and then turn and troll parallel to the coast. I just don't want to get too far away. It's been I proved last time that there are squid in these weed banks. It's just a question of whether one's game enough to take a jig that isn't really being worked. They are really voracious visual hunters, so there is every chance that they'll grab it, but I really need to drag it right over the top of them to be able to do so without the ability to being able to work the jig. It's one of those things. I decided to try the tandem kayak because it was just easier to take one kayak down here than 2, so it's just one of those things that I'm trying to keep going. Well, I'll check back in if we actually catch something. If not, this footage may be lost to time. stopping for a minute to watch the sunrise. How beautiful is that? It's an awesome part of the world. I'll jig it in and then have a couple of casts while I marvel at the sunrise, and then we'll see where we're at. Really? So I just said all this crap about having to troll and not cast and everything like that, and on the retrieve, look what we got. Just goes to show you can sound like you know what you're talking about, but really you got no idea. A little bit of drag. Mentioned in my last video, I set my drag for the average size squid for this kind of session. Geograph Bay tend to be a bit bigger than back home, so let's see where we're at. He's on the surface now. Either he's got a clump of weed with him, or he's got a little bit of weight to it. Looks like he's hooked pretty firm too. I present to you the squid that made me look like an absolute idiot. Alright, where are we? Yeah, he's not bad. Not bad. He's no monster, but he'll do. I find using a net's a lot easier for avoiding the ink spray, and this net, where the mesh is quite close together, it often acts as a bit of a shield as we go. I prefer using my larger net and my longer handled one, but you really want to try and limit the mess here. Okay, squid are fairly easy to land, and you don't really want to make a mess of your kayak with every single squid you catch. He's got that. Look at that. Let's take a look at our friend. Oh, he's solid. Pretty solid. Quite solid. What do you think? He's dripping ink everywhere too, so let's put him out of his misery real quick. It's the sunrise, look at that, beautiful. Alright.
A boat was coming from the nearby boat ramp. I make it a point to throw others away when I can.
Always pays to give everyone a wave. Number one, lets me know that they know that I'm there. And number two, it's always good to be friendly. Alright.
It was a slow morning indeed. The wind was picking up, so I decided to call it. On the way in, I wanted to double my chances for a last-ditch squid.
Well, current's slowly pushing me further out. Haven't got much, but I've got my one squid and I'm happy with that. It's just gone past 6. I'm probably going to start heading back in. What I might do is I'll try and troll 2 jigs, and I'll put on this little rattler just to see if sound may have anything to do with it. Natural colours, so in this kind of light and this kind of clarity, who knows? We'll see how we go. But yeah, I'll head back in, and I got a lot to do today with the family, so we'll get back in, get the squid ready, and have a nice little brekkie. Okay, so now the trick is to keep the kayak straight so that the lines don't cross. Troll along at squid pace. I'll check back in if something grabs it. If not, thanks for coming along with me on this Geograph Bay squid session. It's always good to get out and try new places, somewhere different from the usual squid stomping grounds. Say that 3 times fast. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you've got any places that you think I should try out for squidding. I really do enjoy it. It's my favourite type of fishing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Little did I know that something was lurking beneath.
Something has taken this. Something. Whoa. God, I hope that's just...
I may have been a little excited.
Oh. Yeah, I think it just might be light drag. But man, that was a take and a half. Did not expect that. I gave up on my double trolling as I was getting closer to shore, and once again, a couple hundred meters from shore, we have a taker. Always important to keep tension on the line. Oh yes. One squid means a session's not a failure. Two makes it a success, especially if it's what I'm feeling here. No underwater footage of this fella. Let's take it nice and slow. See him in the distance. Oh, he's a decent one. He is a decent one. Wow. Wow. Oh, jeez. Look at this. Look at this beast. Look at the size of it. Got two tentacles there. Wow. He's actually making my arm tired. Jeez, oh, he's lost a tentacle. Ah. No mucking around, net time. I don't care if he inks me now. Oh, he doesn't even fit in the net. Oh, look at that! Oh, mate! Oh, look at the size of him! Look at that! I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. That hasn't just made my session, that's made me bloody year. Oh, mate. Oh, I can barely lift the guy. Look at that. He's so... That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Wow. Jesus. I can't find the words. Again. Okay. Man, that's going to feed us for quite a while, I think. Wow. You can bet your ass I'm going to keep trolling on the way in. Jesus. That was a true geograph giant. That's got to be 30 plus, easy.
Apologies for the camera work. Jay was just as excited as I was.
Okay, we have a hood length of 37 centimeters.
Ow.
37 centimeters.
Tiddler, big boy.
Well, that last sign off was a bit of a cop out, wasn't it? You just never know what can happen during a session, and I love the sport of fishing for it. Once again, thanks for watching. Just bringing in my rods now, and I'm very, very close to shore, so I'll paddle in. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Please don't forget to check out the other videos from this geograph-based series. It's a beautiful part of the world, and great for fishing. This video is dedicated to my two sons, who'll probably get pretty sick of squid rings for every meal. This is Paz, wishing you fair winds and tight lines. Until next time.